Hello, everybody. Welcome to the finale of Resident Evil Director's Cut. You have once again entered the world of survival horror. Good luck. Whoa! More cutscenes! Again, and again, and again, and again, and again.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know either. We're stuck in a loop.
Barry, where's Barry?
The only way to break the loop
Well, I'm sorry,
is
but
to
he's
kill
in
everything.
No.
Yes.
What is that?
I'll go and check. Okay, Jill and I will stay in the hall in case of an emergency.
Chris? Take care.
No need to worry about me. Ha ha ha! Ha ha! Time for round fucking 2. I don't do this a lot. I like that one foot stays in place and the other one is like walking, kind of. It's so weird. Huh?
Wesker? Jill?
Oh look, it's Jill's gun that I will not take.
What happened to Jill and Wesker?
Who knows? No need to worry about them though. We have other stuff to worry about. Like making sure everything is exterminated. Boom, boom. Rest in peace, Ford. Got that mansion key. Alright. So I guess this is a good time to explain my thoughts on the original Resident Evil. Considering that I call it my second favorite franchise of all time, kind of be inappropriate to not talk about things I love about specific games. And I have mentioned before that the Resident Evil remake is better than this game in basically every way. But that doesn't mean this game isn't good. I think it's probably one of the weaker of the it's definitely one of the weaker of the tank control puzzle style Resident Evil games, I would say. But considering that it's the first game, I think that's pretty good to say, considering the rest of the series that is ahead. Alright. let us get our new costume. What do you mean it doesn't fit? Yeah, there we go. It's the outfit that he wears during his end credit little picture. I might as well wear it. It's the Made in Heaven jacket that I believe Claire wears. Claire wears a version of it, at least. But the mansion in this game is beautifully designed. I never get lost in this place. In the other Resident Evil games, there's usually a spot where I get lost in, or I get confused because I thought like one side was on one wing of the major area, not the other. But when it comes to the original Resident Evil mansion, there is no mistake in where you are at all times. Alright, so I have the armor key. And just like that, everybody's dead. I definitely will say that I like Jill's campaign a lot more. I like her interactions with Barry, and I like the fact that with Jill's lockpick, it's just one less key item to worry about, as well as the fact that she has more space in her inventory, but less health to work with, I think is a really great trade-off overall. And then I like Rebecca a lot in Chris's campaign, but I can't fucking stand Chris. Bitch. Did that bite? Nope, I'm fine. Now we gotta go chat with Rebecca in here. But Jill's conversations with Barry, despite,
Whoa! What is it?
the voice acting in this game being
What? Oh! Oh
not good.
no! I didn't mean to do that.
You must be from the Bravo team.
Yes, I'm Rebecca. Rebecca Chambers.
Also, despite
I'm a
the
newcomer. I just
despite
joined
the
Stars
environment
Bravo team
being
last month. Well,
really
I'm
good
really sorry.
and very
You're all right.
memorable, I will say that the characters in this game are the exact opposite.
I'm Chris Redfield.
If it wasn't for the later games, I probably wouldn't remember Chris, Jill, and Wesker that well.
Well,
It's the
because
later
the
games that I
helicopter
have
made
to
a
thank
forced
for
landing.
being able
I
to
just
remember
ran
the
into his
characters
house
in the
anyway,
game.
but
The characters that don't reappear are the characters that I do not
There's
remember
nothing
in the
else you could have done
fucking
anyway.
slightest.
Good you're here.
I don't know who's Kenneth, I don't know who's Richard.
yes, sir.
Who's the Enrico? I think he appears in Zero for like a couple of cutscenes.
It's strange. I serviced the helicopter recently, but something
And I don't
was
even-
wrong with the engine.
I don't know if that's
It was
all of
such
them.
a short flight.
I don't even know if that's all of the team members. I don't even know who's a part of Alpha Team and who's a part of Bravo Team. I think Rebecca is a part of Bravo Team and we're a part of Alpha, but I honest to God don't remember. If it wasn't for future...
Well, what should I do now? If you go out to search for the other members, how about letting me come with you?
If it wasn't for future Resident Evil games that had these characters, I wouldn't remember any of the characters from this game.
All right, let's do it.
Yes, sir. I'll do my best. I have to prepare something. Would you like to go ahead?
I remember Jill because of Resident Evil 3. I remember Chris because of Code Veronica and 5. 6 doesn't exist. Let's just pretend 6 never existed. Barry, I know about Barry from... No! I know about Barry because of the Jill sandwich comment, which is just fucking infamous. But I know about his character more from Revelations 2. That's Sword Key. Right. I know about Rebecca because of Resident Evil 0, which introduced Billy, which I feel like Billy got undercut. I feel like Billy should have appeared in one more game. Speaking of people who should have appeared in one more game, Carlos, I think it was, from Resident Evil 3. How has he not reappeared? I don't understand. Okay, I'm just trying to remember stuff because I've been talking, so I don't remember exactly where I want to go. Yeah, that's right. I can go up here because some of these doors are locked, but there's usually a way to circumvent them in a weird way. Oh, nobody. Yeah. The enemies in this game are pretty good. The Hunters. The Hunters are probably my favorite non-boss monster from the Resident Evil series. I love and am terrified of the Hunters. I know a lot of people feel that way about Lickers, but Hunters have always just absolutely terrified me. The bosses in this game suck, but most of the bosses aren't anything to write home about. That is something that I like the action-oriented Resident Evil games for, is that they definitely made enemy encounters a lot more fun to fight. The older Resident Evil games, it was always about conserving ammo, and then when you eventually fought a boss, it was always about, okay, have I conserved enough ammo and health at this point to be able to take on this mandatory encounter? That's always kind of been like the secondary objective of a Resident Evil game, aside from, you know, solving all the puzzles and escaping. But with the action-oriented titles, obviously when you make something more action-oriented, you gotta make the game actually fun to play. And I think the action games did a very good job on that, especially with the bosses. Because the bosses in these kinds of games are mostly a war of attrition. Just run away from them as best as you can, or as far... damn it, I made the mistake that I said I should not make. Okay, that's okay, I was able... But these old puzzle-style games are more like wars of attrition when it comes to bosses. Run as far away from them as possible, and then fire at them. And then if they don't go down, run away from them. If you get hit while running away from them, heal. And then repeat. That's always been one of these bosses. But in the action titles, they became a lot more varied. A lot more in-depth. Which, aside from Resident Evil 4, that's probably going to be the only positive thing I can say about the combat-oriented Resident Evil titles. I've never been a fan of most of them. Brad! No, wait, you're not Brad. You're Richard. Like I said, I don't fucking remember these guys. Okay, Richard from Bravo team. So yeah, okay. I don't remember these fucking guys. He tried to spit at me. What a bitch. I've never been much of a fan of the action titles aside from Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 is such a weird game. I'll talk about it more when I eventually get to Resident Evil 4. But that is such a hodgepodge of bullshit in that game. Of just loosely connected threads. And somehow it all works beautifully. And the entire game is just an absolute blast to play. And I think one of the reasons why Resident Evil 4 is such a much better game compared to the other titles is because it doesn't take itself seriously. Because of how nonchalant it acts about all the weird bullshit that happens to you throughout that entire game, it always has this weird, snarky Leon. As well as the fact that a lot of the enemies in the game, aside from like the first one from the village, are fucking James Bond villains, basically. And I think that just helps a lot with that game just in general. Because when Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6 take themselves so fucking seriously, it's just annoying. It drains you more than it excites you. Meanwhile, fucking Leon just offhandedly going, "Your right hand comes off," to fucking Lord Salazar. That shit's fucking funny, and it makes me want to keep going to see all the quip that Leon has with not only Lord Salazar going forward, but any enemy that he ends up talking to later on. Which I think also helps with later, more serious moments. Where you have that, like, weird talk with Krauser during, like, the knife fight, and it's all serious. They play it completely straight. But it works. He got past my defenses. Everything in Resident Evil 4, like, works beautifully. Oh, whoops. I've used the magic key. Yes. And the thing about the puzzle games, the more survival horror-oriented Resident Evil games, is that they usually play it serious like the later action titles. But I think it works for the more survival horror-oriented games because of the genre that it's using. No, I think I'm good. Because I can't use it unless I have to, so I'd be wasting space. And obviously this game doesn't really play it straight, which I think is one of the reasons why I don't like it as much. It like tries to play it straight, but the quips that it does makes it... You motherfucker. That's what you get. all the ways that the game tries to play it straight just doesn't work. I went outside again. I turned myself around. But the later games play themselves very seriously, and it's almost like an opposite of Resident Evil 4, where the survival horror titles usually play themselves seriously, but when you're like dealing the final blow to the final boss, they're just like, "You want stars? I'll give you stars," and it's just that kind of shit that makes it all worth it. I've always liked games that play themselves straight, despite how ludicrous some situations can be. But if you play it too seriously, then, especially when previous titles had a much more comedic or slightly lighthearted tone, it gets kind of dull. Dull? It gets kind of dull, I would say. Oh, my favorite series of all time is Kingdom Hearts. And it's like, they play that shit so straight that it's almost fucking hilarious in and of itself. And I think that's why Kingdom Hearts works so well. Because if you want to take the story seriously, the game is not going to stop you for a moment to wink at the camera every now and again to be like, huh, Disney, am I right? The entire game, the entire series plays itself so seriously that if you want to get invested, you can. But if you want to play the game and make fun of all these moments that that are just absolutely ridiculous, you can. The amount of times that I have played Kingdom Hearts games with a different mindset of listening to the lore and trying to just get in the mood of the entire series versus me just fucking around in a game and listening to all these scenes just nonchalantly without even thinking about it has given me so much joy. Because it's a series that can genuinely be played like both ways. And it can only be done so because of how straight that they play it. And I have often enjoyed it in both ways. The end of life. Yep. In fact, I think that's a relatively standard. Can I shoot these birds? I don't think I've ever tried. I might as well. The answer is yes, I can shoot the birds. Was I correct in shooting them? No. No, in fact, they're probably going to kill me. Ah! That was a dumb idea, but I was so curious. I was too curious to not try it. Note to self, I cannot shoot the birds, it looks like. So even if birds come for me, I couldn't have shot them. Alright, that's both of them. Actually, I might as well just put this guy in here. But I think what I explained with games taking themselves really seriously, despite how ludicrous their plots can be sometimes, is a very common trope in all of my favorite series. Kingdom Hearts, Resident Evil, Castlevania, Yakuza. Yakuza is another series that I love to death, and it takes itself so seriously. But then it also has fucking sub-stories that are the most ludicrous shit, and it has boss battles with men ripping their shirts off and fist fighting in the middle of the street or on a building about to fucking explode. And it is the greatest shit in the world. But it plays itself completely seriously, and I love it. It's a fantastic series. What are some other games? The Mario and Luigi games, the RPG series, specifically the original trilogy, Superstar Saga, Partners in Time, and specifically, even more specifically, Bowser's Inside Story. I love those games to death. And they are very comedic in a lot of it because, you know, it's a Mario game, kids game, can't be all doom and gloom. But they're also like some of the only Mario games that take themselves seriously in the plot that they are trying to get you invested in. Yeah. Those crows fucked me up. Damn. I think that's it for this side. Actually, I need to do the statue pushing puzzle, but that's on my way out, so that would be easy to just go in and do real quick. Doom! That's another series. Especially the modern titles, actually. I've played a bit of the older DOS Doom titles, but I haven't gotten far. I've only played episode 1 of the original Doom. And then I think I played some of TNT, because I was curious. I'd never heard of it before, until I bought Final Doom. And I was curious, and I don't think I got that far into that either. That's a little bit off. But Doom 2016 was, like, my favorite game of 2016. Wolfenstein, The New Order was absolutely fantastic. We don't talk about the new Colossus, though. We don't talk about it. But The New Order was absolutely fantastic. And I haven't played Doom Eternal. I didn't have the money at the time to buy Doom Eternal, so I still haven't played it. I really need to get around to doing that, because it sounds like Doom Eternal is both extremely different from Doom 2016, but also more of the same. And I'm curious to see how that combination looks. Because it's like, it's more of Doom 2016, except they made it more of a sporadic survivalist shooter because your resources are more limited. At least it sounds that way from how people have described it to me, which I think is really interesting. But anyway, Doom 2016 and Wolfenstein: The New Order played themselves so seriously, despite that the plot of one game is Nazis discover secret alien or secret godlike technology and turn everything that wasn't Germany into a parking lot, basically. And now you have to stop it, you good old American hero. Buff Jewish man killing every Nazi he sees, which is absolutely fucking fantastic. And then Doom being the fact that demons have been summoned from hell because a united association tried to harness energy from hell. I'm trying to think of a series that has a relatively well-grounded plot that I enjoy. But I genuinely can't think of one. I'm pretty sure, like, every single game that I love to death has this borderline absurd plot that they play straight. And I absolutely love them because of that. There is a point where playing it straight can get a bit obnoxious. That being like Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6 as an example. Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6 is probably the best example of a plot playing it, of an absurd plot playing it extremely straight. Even more so than the entirety of the Kingdom Hearts series, Resident Evil is even more so guilty of that. But at the same time, I feel like 5 and 6 go too far in trying to be absurd, but at the same time play it straight.
Is that you, Rebecca?
Ah, it's the Moonlight Sonata.
Can you play?
I think Resident Evil 5 does it a little better. And I think the main reason why that is because the characterizations of a lot of the characters in those games are pretty butchered. Chris in both 5 and 6, and then Wesker in 5 are pretty up to standard for Resident Evil.
My interpretation is off a little. Chris, may I practice for a while?
I'm upset that Jill didn't play a bigger part in 5.
See? Just relax and play.
All right.
And then I am I hate basically every campaign 6. And what's weird is just like 6 is a fucking travesty. I cannot explain to you how much I loathe 6. Okay, so real quick. Apparently, in order to get Rebecca to get better at Moonlight Sonata, all you have to do is go to the other wing. If you go from the west wing to the east wing, even if it's literally what I'm doing, just going there and immediately leaving and going back to her, she will be better at Moonlight Sonata, and you will be able to progress. So that's good. Also, I don't think I've picked this guy up. Yeah. So, I've only really played the mainline Resident Evil titles. So, maybe games like Survivor or Gaiden.
Chris!
Is it Gaiden or Gaiden?
You like it?
No. um, Umbrella Corps, Operation Raccoon City, like all those games, especially probably Umbrella Corps. I could probably find at least some joy out of Operation Raccoon City, considering it's co-op. So I might be able to get some joy out of it if I can get a group of friends to play with.
Oh, that was great.
Maybe that's what I'm missing with Resident Evil 6. Maybe Resident Evil 6 is a lot more fun played co-op.
What is that?
But then again, Resident Evil 5 is a lot more fun co-op, but it's still fun to me to play Resident Evil 5 solo. Meanwhile, if Resident Evil 6 is fun co-op, it is not fun at all solo. Resident Evil 6 drains me. It is easily my least favorite in the series. In fact, I think Resident Evil 6 is so bad that it, like, drops, like, whole ass, like, points compared to the next game in line. At least when it comes to main game titles. I obviously haven't played some of the spin-offs, and some of the spin-offs are apparently huge fucking stinkers. Also, I don't know what I'm doing. I need to go back in here. But I feel like as spin-offs, they have a little more leeway in being bad. Being bad? I swear my voice keeps cracking for some reason. I feel like they have a little more leeway in being bad without it being extremely detrimental, if that makes sense. Because of the fact that they are spin-offs, they're more experimental titles. Even if spin-offs are a major part in, like, the story as a whole, or the universe as a whole, being a spin-off means that the gameplay is likely going to be experimental. So if it doesn't work, I feel like it's a lot more manageable. It's a lot more, palatable. If a spin-off game does not have that good of a gameplay system compared to a mainline game. So I feel like even if games like Survivor, Operation Raccoon City, or even Umbrella Corps, which just looks like a mess, are objectively worse than 6, I feel like I would still hate 6 more. Because 6 is a mainline title, and it's supposed to evolve the main formula and or take formulas that they experimented with and finalize them. I guess that's a decent way to say it. Like, if there's a formula from, like, a spin-off game... I don't remember if I killed the zombie in here. I did. Like, if there's a formula from a spin-off game that surprisingly works pretty well, then I feel like ironing out the kinks and trying to put it in a mainline title is worth it. But if it doesn't, then I feel like you should throw it out. It's also, if I can tangent a bit, kind of why I like Kingdom Hearts a lot. Kingdom Hearts had 1 and 2 basically back-to-back. It had one spin-off title, Chain of Memories, in the middle, but it basically had 1 and 2 back-to-back. And then it did nothing but spin-offs for 13 years? 13? I want to say 13 years. There was nothing but spin-offs, basically. And some of those spin-offs had ideas that didn't work that well. At the very least, in my opinion, didn't work that well. And then they incorporated some of those ideas into the next mainline game. And for some reason, those ideas that I didn't think worked as well in the spin-off titles worked really well in this mainline game because they changed them and ironed them out fairly well. Like, in Kingdom Hearts 3, there's Keyblade transformations. And Keyblade transformations are like this weird combination. Keyblade transformations are like this weird combination of drive forms from Kingdom Hearts 2 and what are they called? Command styles or battle styles from Birth by Sleep. And the Keyblade transformations are like the combination of those. And the command styles, I didn't think, in Birth by Sleep, I didn't think worked very well. But when you combine them with the drive system, it actually works fairly well, and I think it's probably the best system that they created. I think they could have fleshed it out a bit more to give each Keyblade its own unique style, since some of the Keyblades are, like, especially some of, like, the later game Keyblades are just, like, combinations of past Keyblades. Like, I'm not going to remember the exact names for the Keyblades, but, like, the 100 Acre Woods Keyblade that you get is basically the same thing as Twilight Town Keyblade that you get, like Starlight. And it's like Starlight is a magic-based Keyblade, and the 100 Acre Woods Keyblade is a balanced Keyblade, I think it was. There we go. But overall, I think but the fact that both of those Keyblade transformations were the sharpshooter transformation, basically, I felt that was a little depressing to find out when I eventually got to them. But it did make certain Keyblades very interesting to get. The Ultima weapon being basically Noctis's limit break from 15 with like thousands of fucking swords. That's fantastic. The Pirates of the Caribbean Keyblade. The fact that it turns into a spear and then turns into a flag, and it's wholly unique and doesn't really show up in any others, is really good. I like the Monsters Inc. yo-yos. I liked Frozen's... I thought I pushed it a little too far. I liked the Frozen's ice skates. But then there's other Keyblades, like Olympus's shield, and I really liked that. But then later on in the game, you get basically a better version of that with Ratatouille's, with the Ratatouille Keyblade. And then same thing with the Toy Story Keyblade. What is that? Favorite Deputy, I think is what that one's name is. And it's like later in the game, like way, way later in the game. I don't remember how to get that. I think you have to like unlock all of the little like Game & Watch style Disney games and play them all at least once in order to get the Keyblade, I think. But that's basically the same thing as Favorite Deputy, except it's a magic build that has more magic than the Ultima weapon. And it has so much more magic than the Ultima weapon that some argue that it might even be better than the Ultima weapon. And it's just stuff like that where it's just like, I wish the transformations were better. If anything, I wish the transformations were better. Like, almost all of them are unique to that Keyblade. And then it's like, when Remind came out, or it was like the week before Remind came out, there was an update that added Oathkeeper and Oblivion, I think it was. I think it was like a week beforehand. And when that came out and, like, that form change transformation was really, really cool to see. Seeing how Oathkeeper and Oblivion basically had the same form change, except its mid-tier was slightly different. I thought that was actually really neat. But at the same time, I did still wish that they were more different. Even if they looked kind of the same, I wish there was more nuances to it. Because it makes sense that Oathkeeper and Oblivion probably has the same final form change, considering that that's sort of like the iconic pairing, light and darkness together. But I feel like maybe with its final form change, maybe the Oathkeeper's version of it should have been like more defensive, while Oblivion's was more offensive, or something like that. But yeah, I hope form changes are something that sticks around for future titles, but I hope that they're more fleshed out. I hope that in the next game, they each get their own wholly unique transformation. It's like no double sharpshooters, no double hammers / drills. None of that. No double shields. Like, every single Keyblade gets its own unique transformation. With their own strengths and weaknesses, so that people can build entirely unique setups for everything. Because even if people liked Favorite Deputy, I don't think there's much a reason to keep it around if you're able to get Classic Tune, I think is the other hammer one. But I've gone on a tangent and been talking about a completely different series at this point. If you want me to talk about just like a random series and make me go on tangents, Kingdom Hearts is probably the best one to do that with. I could probably go on long tangents for like every single series, but Kingdom Hearts is probably the easiest one to do that with. What was this? 2, 5, yeah. Don't need to go in. I still have to play as Rebecca, which sucks, because I can literally blow this motherfucker out of the sky. I poisoned? I'm trying to shoot the bees. It was working at the start. It was actually working better with the rocket launcher. I was shooting the bees with the fucking rocket launcher. Also, I haven't saved. I haven't saved at all. I should really do that. Speaking of Kingdom Hearts, I finally pre-ordered Melody of Memory. I decided to get it digitally. I'll probably pick up a physical copy later on when the price goes down, because I like to have a physical copy of the series that I really, really enjoy. But they didn't. Square Enix didn't give any incentive to purchase a physical copy with this game. Usually, there's like some kind of incentive, like a collector's edition, or at the very least, like a limited edition. It's like $10 more and comes with like an art book and a pin, like something like that. But that even that didn't happen. So that was kind of sad, a tiny bit depressing. But I bought the digital version because at the very least it comes with a PlayStation wallpaper, which I will enjoy. I'll hella fucking enjoy that. Can't believe I just said fucking hella. I think that's the first time I've ever said hella. I might kill myself tonight. um... Perish! If I grab the tiny key from first room and bring it here, then, I can get that. Bitch. In fact, I'm gonna do that, just because I'm afraid. I'm less afraid of me dying and more afraid of the game crashing. It happened one time, so it can happen all the time. That's how my brain works. But yeah, I'll still probably buy a physical edition one day, but I'll probably buy it when the price has gone down drastically. At the very least, half price. Fuck you! I'm just trying to save. I'm just trying to save. It's hard to get a physical edition on a lot of the older games that I want to play in like series that I love. Like I have like PS3 and PS2 copies of a lot of the Resident Evil games that were on those systems. But when I bought the re-releases, I just got the digital download. And then for these old PS1 titles, I haven't been able to get any physical copy. Which really sucks. Because even though I don't have a PlayStation 1 to even play them on, I would still have loved to have a physical media version of these games. Yeah. Very least I got the remake. And then I haven't played Remake 3 yet. Sort of ran out of money this year. Buying all the shit that came out last year, I sort of ran out of money for this year. And then I started this channel. And then I've just been playing a lot of the older games in series that I like a lot. and I've been enjoying myself. I've been enjoying going back through all of the older titles in series so that I can see how the series sort of build themselves up into the game series that I actually enjoy extraordinarily well. Alright, so they're going to force me to do Rebecca, even though I have this giant fucking rocket launcher on me. They're going to force me to mess around with Rebecca. Wow!
Chris!
Rebecca, no, it's no use. The roots of it are in the basement. You could... Whoa!
Chris!
Take this file with you. Use the information in it in order to make the potion. And kill the root. Rebecca, please.
Chris! Don't die!
Oh, wait, right. I actually have to make the V-jolt. Ah. 2. You put the water in the empty bottle. No. UMB number 4. Put it in the bottle, of course. Okay. Number 2. Water. And V-jolt. There we go. Alright. Now that the thinking is over, we'll talk about more interesting stuff. Like the fact that I bought a copy of Disgaea 1 Complete on PS4, despite not even knowing if I like Disgaea. I've heard a lot of people that I listen to video game space. A lot of them have either never played Disgaea, or the people that have played Disgaea, it's like one of their favorite series of all time. And it got me really, really interested in playing Disgaea. So I did an impulse buy on Disgaea 1 Complete because it was only like $25 at I can't remember what store I was at when I saw it. but it was really cheap. It was a place that didn't do tax. It was on very base. I can't remember what it's called. It might just be called the Depot. I don't remember. It's like some items are more expensive, but there's like no tax to any of them. So it either all equals out or it's cheaper for the most part. But got that for like $25, and that was fantastic. Haven't played it yet. I bought it around the time, about a month into starting this channel, and I was just like, I think I'm going to wait until I decide to play this on my channel. And I don't know when I'm going to actually play it. I have videos planned for a lot of games that I want to play. So it's probably going to be a bit before we can get to Disgaea. But I do plan on eventually getting to it. And then if I like Disgaea 1 complete, I'll track down the other games in the series and play those. I know, like, all of the numbered titles have gotten complete versions. There's apparently a sequel to Disgaea 1, because the Disgaea games are kind of like a Final Fantasy thing, where they're unrelated to each other. But Disgaea 1 got a direct sequel called, like, Disgaea D2 or something like that. And I don't think that's been remastered or remade at all, so it's, like, trapped on the PS3, I think. That's probably going to be the most difficult Disgaea game to find if I ever end up doing the entire series. But the other games should be easy to find, easy to play. And despite knowing almost nothing, I look forward to eventually getting to it. Then again, I was looking forward to Shenmue. Okay, I shouldn't be that mean to Disgaea, especially since it's an RPG, like a strategy RPG, I'm pretty sure. So,
Oh,
I'm definitely going to like it a lot more than Shenmue, at the very least.
Yeah, so much for him. We got to the root of the problem. Saved again.
I just...
Really, thank you.
You'd do the same for me, wouldn't you?
I guarantee it.
Well, Chris, this is Richard's radio. We received communication from Brad at the courtyard a little while ago, but he is still flying around in the sky. He obviously couldn't hear our voices. Maybe his radio is broken.
I see. Understood. I'll keep it. We should somehow let Brad know we're here.
At the pharmaceutical room I found a little while ago, I think I will be able to make something. Anyway, Chris, I'm glad you're safe.
Bum bum bum. I've been talking so much that I honestly don't remember what I talked about last. Scary. I do know where I need to go. Back the fuck up! Back the fuck up! I hope I didn't blow out the fucking mic. I thought Neptune was gonna come from the front. I didn't think he would fucking come from behind. For some reason I was immediately reminded of Subnautica. Alright. Time to go to sleep. Good.
Wesker!
Chris, you're alive.
My words exactly. Where's Jill? Aren't you with Jill?
I'm sorry. We were attacked by a strange monster. I lost track of her while we were scouting around. I hope she's okay.
I see. Well, it's not your fault. This place is crazy. If we stay here, all of us will end up dead. What should we do, Wesker?
We have to complete this mission. Whether we escape or stay and look for Jill, we don't have many bullets left, and we can't even protect ourselves. We're still in trouble.
Still in trouble.
Chris, there are a lot of locked rooms in that house. Check them out one more time. There must be a place to hide safely. I'll look around the house a little more.
Okay.
Let's get going.
No. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I really, really want to see. I'm pretty sure I did that last time too. I just really wanted. I really wanted to blow it up. Boom. Alright. Let's save for the first time this entire run. You can save your progress with this, will you? Yes. Are you sure? Oh boy. So I'm recording this on the 18th of October. That way I have ample amounts of time to play other games afterwards so that I have more videos to use post-October. That's right, I want to put that back. I'm like forgetting what I'm doing. Okay. I have about 8 days worth of videos after October. I have stuff for Shenmue, and I have stuff for other games, which I believe I've talked about a little bit beforehand. But I should get some more videos ready. And then I'll probably start streaming again now that all of the Halloween videos that I had planned on doing are over. Of course, I plan on doing a Halloween stream, so look forward to that. I'll probably just post a video real quick about that. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the Halloween stream on October, or if I'm going to do it the day before and then post the video of that stream on YouTube on Halloween. That might actually work better, since I definitely don't have anything going on the 30th, but I do have something going on the 31st. So that'll definitely work. But at the same time, I don't feel like it's in the Halloween spirit to just not do anything on Halloween. Same time, shit happens. That's just how it turned out. I'll see about that. Things aren't completely set in stone yet. But it's pretty much there. He saw me go to lift it, and he was just like, "Ah, shit!" He tried to go for me. Lamp. Give me that disc. Oh! Okay. Pathetic. Okay. This guy. Go. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Ha 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 ha! I have the mansion. What this? See you, nerd. Cool. Feel like this motherfucker is alive. Like, there's never just a body there for no reason. It's like the one instance where there's like an actual rendered zombie body on the ground, and he's not just undead. Faking it. Boring. So much for you. Wheeze! Okay. If I wheeze a little harder, eventually. Oh, fuck. Okay. Bitch! Got me twice. Alright. I'll just eat this. Eat. His body got extra crispy. Give me that battery. Oh boy. So, once Halloween is over, not sure if I'm going to be able to upload as much. I do plan on trying my best to ensure that I have a stockpile of videos that I can upload. But as the college semester winds down for me, finals are going to start hitting me, as well as final project due dates. So I'll not be able to record as much, but hopefully with the stockpile that I create, I won't need to, and that stockpile will let me be able to take a couple of days off and work on all of that. But that will ultimately depend on how much time I am able to place into just recording this kind of content. Ugh. I saw that hitch. Hey, you. Yo! He dodges this shit real well. Okay. Hey, you! Dumbass! Alright, I don't need to go down there. Just wanted to kill him. But hopefully, the videos that I have planned to create will be enough to satisfy anyone who comes and watches me on a basis. Those who currently watch, as well as those who may watch me in the future. And then once the semester is over, I'll be able to allocate a lot more of my time to this during the break. Up until next semester starts. But I feel like my next semester will be less of a hurdle, I believe, I hope. One of the classes that I'm taking this semester, I've been told by multiple people, fuck, I forgot about the baby spiders! Ah! Okay. Forget about them all the time. I've been told by multiple people that one of the classes that I'm taking this semester is a make it or break it class. It is, if you have trouble completing a class in your degree field, it is likely going to be this class. And they're damn fucking right. I'm failing that class right now, and the semester's halfway done. It's like one of my only saving graces for the class that I am currently failing is the fact that the final project in this class is like 30% of my grade. And it's just like, holy shit, am I banking on that right now? Am I banking on that project grade to help me out of this rut? Because right now I'm trapped with no way out. Like every other class I'm doing pretty well in. And then there's one class that I am straight up failing in. There is no escape. Do or die. That shit's terrifying. This is the first class where I've been in such a do or die situation. I'm just hoping to get a fucking C at this point. Get away! And we're going to discard this, but it's not, nothing's useful. Okay. bitch! I'm trying to get closer and closer. Okay. Okay. Oh! Oh, that made me fucking jump! I had to run into this room because this has herbs in it. Yeah, I fucking knew it. I knew, like, I was fucking dead if I was hit again. Holy fuck! Oh, I'm on like the cusp of throwing up. Okay. Dumbass. Okay. Now all that's left is to clear out the downstairs section. Bum 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 bum. Down. Who do you think you are? And there's zombies out here, which I never even knew until doing these fucking demolishing runs. Because I've never had a reason to ever come back out here. Because I always clear everything out completely. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, let's go. There were so many. Ah! I hate this. I hate it here. I didn't even know that herb was in the corner. I fucking hate this game. What was I even saying? Go away. Ah! That's a lot. That's a lot of big stress. There's a lot of games that I want to play. And I've had like this weird resurgence in wanting to play them since starting this channel, because I feel like playing them with people, even though it's like after the fact and it's like just a recording most of the time, playing with people sort of almost reemerges or makes the feeling of wanting to play a lot of games sort of reemerges that feeling. Because it's like playing games with somebody and having like multiple people react to like the same stuff. I find that really enjoying. Find it really enjoying. to be able to experience something with another person. And I feel like doing this allows me to not only just experience it with another person, but basically the entire world almost. Basically, anyone who comes across my videos will either get to experience said content for the first time, or will be able to experience content that they've experienced before, and maybe I'm experience it for the first time, and they'll be able to see how my reaction differs, possibly. Yeah, I need this crack. And I find stuff like that to be rather enjoyable. I thought there was two. Okay, no, there's just the one. Yeah, that's right. Because I ran through here last time thinking there was two. Wasn't. Ooh. Oh, crap, my back. I am not going to miss this fucking dog. This annoying fucking mongrel that will not shut the fuck up. Thanks! Probably doesn't help that I keep mimicking them. And it's just like, I can't help it. I hear it over and over again, and I feel like I have to mimic it. I don't know what's wrong with me. Obviously something is, but I don't know what it is. Also, apparently Chris gets an extra hunter in her room, but not as many dogs. Because, like, the dogs respawned in, like, campaign. Didn't for Chris. Which is interesting. I gotta stop! He's contaminated me! I heard it, like, subtly in my right ear. It's like the sound wasn't fully there, it was just kind of there. Sounds like it's imprinted in my mind. Alright, let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out. I don't want to be here. I heard it again in my right ear, but only kind of. I'm gonna go ahead and go over here and grab the first aid spray just in case. Since there's a lot of hunters.
Enrico!
Don't come any closer, Chris.
Wait, what happened?
Double crosser!
Don't!
Hell. Umbrella.
Umbrella.
Who is it? Is someone there? Double crosser? What did he mean by that?
Oh, I don't know, Chris. Maybe exactly what he said. Got that crank. We good? That it? Alright, cool. Oh, fuck. Just screams of panic. Yeah. Yo, I got a message on my phone about, like, football playoffs, and I don't care because I don't follow football. Why did I get this message on my phone? I'm literally the last person to care about this. Not even from my state. Like, what? What is this? I did this just so that Here he is. But that did hurt. Just gonna blow the fuck up. Just these webs. These tiny ass webs. Oh wait, did... I had to pick up the flamethrower anyway. Okay. fine. Just over here. Flamethrower. That's fine, because there's no reason why I'd ever want to go back that way. Ignore the knife in the corner. Right. Oh. No. Yeah. Just throw that in there. I'm gonna grab this. Throw this in there. Grab this back out. I didn't want to grab it, but fine. You save your progress, yes. Going part 2. Okay. Bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. So I gotta examine it first, and then be like, yeah, drop this. Oh, phew. Right. Yoink. Oh, come on. Help! Help! I said help! I did grab it, right? Yeah. Like losing my mind. Probably because it's late and I'm tired. But I'm losing my mind. Ooh, no, he's back! Cutscene, go away. Throw this away. Not done yet. What? I'm gonna have to ask you to sit the fuck down, sir. That it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Computer is used to open the electronic locks while you turn it on, yes. Basement 2. And mole. And then basement 3. Okay. Yes, quit. just caution, so we're fine. Upstairs real quick. I forgot to get the ammo disc in the visual. The computer room or whatever. Grab these, combine them, and then eat them. Come. Perfect. You push it, yes. Boom. Passcode 1. Okay. Oh, wrong way. Again. This way. Aha, they have finally stopped respawning it, looks like. Grab this ammo disc that I forgot about. Soon it shall be done. I just feel sorry for them at this point. Oh. Good. Good. No. Air vent. Thank you. Passcode number 2. Unlocked. On. Nobody's here. Alright. Banana. No. Dun. Right. So I want ink ribbon and ammo disc. I would like to save my progress. Alright. Activate. He tried. Whew, okay. Here we go. Got the passcode. Okay. This'll work. Push it.
Chris!
Rebecca, you're safe.
I saw you in the garden. I've caught up with you at last.
Well, I'm glad you're all right. Don't go out alone.
Yes, sir.
Chris, as my subordinate, you have wonderful talent.
I would never work for a company like Umbrella. And Wesker, you were formerly with Umbrella.
What do you mean?
Since when have you been an Umbrella agent? And a traitor to the stars?
Now you're wrong. I was formerly with Umbrella, yes. But now I'm prepared to face anything. Even getting rid of you vigilante stars.
Now, the worst possible situation has occurred. The failure of the experiment created a virus, a biological weapon, polluting the entire lab.
No, the worst happened with the tyrant virus. I lost some of my STARS team members because of it.
You killed them with your own hands. Did you kill Enrico?
Really?
Yeah, like this.
Rebecca!
Don't move. If you do, I'll kill you. Chris, I have something to show you. Now, walk.
Is this?
That's right. This is the ultimate life form. Tyrant. Chris? Stop it.
Wesker, you're pitiful. This is your savior? You say this failure is your savior?
You can make sure yourself whether Tyrant is a failure or not. Go to hell. Jill will join you too. What? Don't come this way! No!
You can't kill me.
I don't know why that's so funny.
Wow.
Ha!
Wow!
Looks like this bulletproof jacket is pretty strong.
I see.
How about Captain Wesker?
He is sleeping with the ultimate failure. Hurry up. I want to get out of here.
Excuse me, Chris.
What, Rebecca?
I saw a research file in this lab. It said that a great deal of research on the tyrant virus exists right here. We should blow this place up.
We are already into it over our heads. Rebecca, can you do it?
Yes, sir. I'll set off a triggering system for a bomb.
Okay. Now we have a chance to escape. See you outside the house.
Is there one more? There is. Ah! Wasn't expecting me to turn around that fast, were you?
Jill, are you there?
Chris?
Jill, you're all right.
Yes. Wesker is here. He's...
Oh, I know. Anyway, let's get out of here.
Let's get going.
Alright.
Let's get going.
Sure, I'll need it. has now been activated. All researchers and guards should take cover immediately.
There is 3 minutes until explosion. I made it! I set off the triggering system to the bomb!
Great! Rebecca, Brad's up in the helicopter.
Look at the monsters!
Let me take care of them. Chris, get in contact with Brad right away.
Okay.
Right. Oh no! How am I gonna survive this? I feel like I've made that joke twice now. And there we go. It's the end. Achoo! I said no. Achoo! There we go. 2:14:43. Good. What a tough guy. You've closed this case completely. Okay. There we go. We completed this game entirely. Nothing left. We are now done with the first entry in the Resident Evil series, and in my opinion, the worst of the survival horror games. So it only goes up from here. Thank you all for watching, especially if you got this far. Stick around. There's a lot more to come.